Hello, it's Angela and welcome to my crafty space. I'm participating in the Let's Go Steampunk with Sherls crafts. And my video is going to be on the Pastel. And I was supposed to do my video on the 26th, and my theme was Corset Curators Collection. And I am again on the pastel side. So now I will take this and move this up because we are now in June. But I will hold this up again. I think you guys can still see that. So here you have all the different crafters in the different themes. So again, I was supposed to do my video on the 26th. I had a little bit of difficulty, so I'm posting it now. I will also have in the video description a link tree to all the fellow crafters or trinketers, because this is a steampunk collaboration. So I just want to let everybody know that the digital kits by Sherls Crafts, and I will have all her links below, are going to be 30% off until the 1 week after the collaboration ends, which is June 7th. So 1 week after June 7th. Also, if you want to post your makes using this digital kit under the pound Let's Go Steampunk, you are more than welcome to join in on the fun. Also, if you subscribe to all the collaborators in this Let's Go Steampunk journal collaboration and leave a comment on all the videos, you have a chance to win over 30 prizes. So that's awesome. And so let's see. So the lucky winners will be posted on Sherls Crafts channel on YouTube approximately 2 weeks after the collaboration wraps up, which is June 7th. So 2 weeks after June 7th, Sherls will draw the winners of the 30 prizes. So now let's get to my project that I am doing for my part of the collaboration. So what I was going to do, and what I did do until my video decided to disappear, was I know, like, in a lot of junk journal craft groups, there are I just wanted to be able to put this up here. There are a lot of, you know, swaps and things like that, and a lot of the swaps are like create a journal page that somebody else can use to put into a journal that they're creating. So that's what I decided to do, because I do have a craft group also in Facebook. We're not really doing swaps per se right now, but I might get back into it here soon, so no worries there. I just want to make sure that I'm going to be in shot here. Okay, perfect. All right, so basically what a creating a journal page for a swap is, basically you have a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and you fold it in half. You can either fold it in half on the long side, the 11 side, or you can fold it in half on the 8.5 side, like, you know, this way. Depending on what the swap, you know, guidelines are. So most of the time I say to fold it this way because this is the orientation that most people do swaps in. So I just have a 8.5 by 11 sheet. It's actually a little bit smaller because of the digital needing to be trimmed, because my printer is refusing to print borderless for some reason. So I have a few items. Oh, let me show you a little bit of the kit. So the pastel kit is using like pinks and blues, and as you can see here, you know, pinks, blues, turquoises. I printed 2 to a page here to use some of these as journal cards. You know, and then my theme is corsets and curiosities. So the corset's going to play a role in this, and then a bunch of the curiosities like clocks and that kind of thing. Clocks and ropes, and you know, make it look steampunkish, right? So I had this envelope here, and I was thinking of attaching it maybe onto the back, and then having it be a flip with a journal card in it. So that was the one thing I wanted to do. See, here's one of the pages. I did 2 to a page with one on the back. So that, here's another one to use as journal cards. And then there are some lined pages as well. I've got some tags here and things that I've cut out to decorate with. So I did want to put a corset on the front because that's one of the main, you know, what do I want to say? One of the main corsets and curiosities. One of the main aspects of the theme that I'm working with here. So I did want to use the corset. I have a small hole punch here, so I wanted to just clip the edge and make it kind of have like a ticket look, just to give it some uniqueness, make it stand out a little bit than just being square. Plus it kind of goes around those other items better. So I like that. Okay. I think I'm going to make this into a tuck of sort. So I'm going to kind of combine some curiosities, maybe. I'm not sure. We do have these like belly bands, but we already have something going across there. Oh, and then Sherls also has a bunch of pockets, so maybe we could add it to like a pocket. Not that particular one. Oh, I have this pocket. I was going to use this on the inside though. But we could put this on here. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, see, I went back and forth with wanting it on the cover, but then I didn't want to cover up that gem. So that's why I decided to do something like this, so that I wouldn't have to cover up that gem. So let's see if we can figure out something to where we can do that and not lose. Oh, here, this pocket. This pocket here was the one I was going to use here, because I don't lose that blue gem, and then this can go on there like so. And then there are some sayings, so let me grab some of those, and then we will have to cut it out, unfortunately, because I don't have any of them cut out. Sorry, I turned my head to look 1 second. I know. I've been absent. Okay, here we go. So she does have all these like sayings and words and things. So I did want to incorporate maybe a word I do have them on 2 to a page also, so that size might fit better. But I do like these words here, so let me just cut one of these out real quick. I'm going to use my trimmer here. I might want one of these. I'm not sure. But we're going to give it a try. Let's see what we like. Let's see, there was also these if we wanted to use like a vertical word. We've got clockwork, automation, airship. I'm thinking I might want, I don't know, those might be a little too big. I don't see that one in the double page. So I'm going to work with what I have here. Oh, sugars. I just dropped it. Okay, let's just get one of these cut out here. Shall we? Well, it appears I have every one of my scissors. So we're just going to have to use these ones. Mainly just want to see what it looks like. Not picking one over any other one at this moment in time. So I will let you know what this is in just a second. It also has the author of the saying as well, which is nice. A lot of times we don't put that. It says, beneath the polished brass lies a world of dreams. And then the author is unknown. So there's that. And then the one that I chose by random is pink. So I could put that kind of like that. Yeah, I think I like it on the bottom. Like there. I think it needs something here too, but I don't know if that's the right thing for there. So let's see what we got here. We've got Zeppelin, Ingenuity, Cartographer, which is a person that makes maps, right? Steampunk, gadgets. Oh, let's use gadgets or steampunk. I'm going for steampunk. Why not? And these kind of have like oblong shape to them. So they're a little bit trickier to cut out because they're not square. But that's okay. Alright, there we go. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's perfect right there. Okay. So let's bring this in. Let's put this here. Like so. Then we're going to put this here. Like so. I also have some of this eyelash lace that might look really nice. And I'm thinking now I might want to cut this corset out more. Actually. And have it like as a corset on there, not as like a ticket. So I'm just roughly fussy cutting it out. Okay. Yeah, that fits better on there, I think. I like that much better. And then this will go here. And then maybe we can even still put that there. I think if it was a different color, maybe. So let's see what else we got here. Those are all pink. And even maybe we can use like, oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I was thinking of putting this back behind there to give it like a little bit of something behind it. Okay. I like that. Maybe I have it the wrong way. Yeah, I think I like it that way better. I want to take a little bit of the bottom off more. Okay. Go. Yes, I really am liking that. Okay. Still think it needs something there though. We've got all kinds of goodies here. We could do maybe some flowers. Those are tickets. What if we put a ticket there? Oh, we have that ticket. Let's see what that looks like. It's a cane. It's a ticket of a cane. And again, I'm going to use my circle punch here. It's a little itty bitty circle punch. That works great for things like this. Okay, and then I was thinking of putting that. Yeah, if I was going to do that, I'd have to move this down because I wouldn't want steampunk. A steampunk to interfere with knowing. No, I don't know. Again, I don't know if I would like it if it was cut out more, not a ticket. That's the trouble I'm having. Is I don't want it to be ephemera looking. I want it to be like real looking. So, I know I've been absent from YouTube for quite a while, and Sherls contacted me and asked me if I wanted to join in with her collaboration. I think I'm going to shrink this a little bit. Let's see if I like that a little better. Yes, and yes. Yes, okay, I'm really liking that now. Do I want this over that or under it? Under it, okay. All right, I think we could probably start gluing these things down here. I love it. Yes, let's glue that down, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do up there. Oh, I was going to use this, wasn't I? I love how that goes with those colors so well. And this end is like a green here. Yeah, that, I really like that part of it right there. I think we need to use this, but I'm thinking up here or along the side maybe. So I'm going to keep it close by, but let's get this all glued down. So this is on the front of the pocket. So let's move the page so that we don't glue on it. And I have a glue page here somewhere. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for it if it doesn't make itself known here relatively quickly. Oh, we'll just use the back of this. Okay, so let's put this down first, and I'm going to ink that only because I want it to stand out. So, oops. I'm going to create a Craft-A-Lanch here, get in my ink. I don't know if this one is any good or not either, so. All right. We'll give it a shot anyway. This is a vintage photo distress oxide. Yeah, it's gonna work. So I've been going through quite a bit in my life, and as we all have, I'm sure, and just have not made the time, or have had the time to make, in all honesty, a video, or the ambition, or the interest, in all honesty. The desire was always there to want to do it. It's just, there was always something in the way. Always something in the way. And I have found out that there will always be something in the way of something that you enjoy, because that is how things are in life. And if you don't specifically make time to do the things that you enjoy, you're never going to have the time. And if that's what you are going to live by, then that's your choice. But I choose to do things I enjoy, as well as things that I have to do, because a balance in life is important, and I need to keep reminding myself of that. So now we're going to just go ahead and put some glue on this and put it down at the bottom. Could probably use that eyelash trim under there, maybe. Too late now. And then I think I am going to trim this because it's overhanging just a tad. So I'm just going to cut it along with the edge of the pocket. And then this is going to go closest to the edge, so no glue here. So we're going to put our finger where we don't want glue, like Gail taught us. Not where we want the glue, because that doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's do that. And again, all the links to the link tree for the other videos and all that will be in the description box below this video. Okay, oopsie. All right, so this goes down next. And then our cane. Oh shoot, our cane was supposed to go under there. Hopefully I can still get it under there. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Woo. All right. Save the day by not gluing it good. There we go. There's our pocket. I love it. All right, let's get it on the page. I don't want to get my gluey hands all over the page. So let's go ahead and get our pocket down. So Cheryl gives us little flaps to glue on. So I've already scored those down. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the flaps, which is nice because then you get like the whole opening and you don't have to worry about gluing it shut and all that good stuff. All right, so I did decide I was going to put this over just a tad. So let's do that. There we go. And the first pocket on our junk journal page is done. Now, let's see what we've got to put in it. I know I made quite a few journal cards and tags and whatnot. So, let's see. Alright, we've got this. I love this one here. And it goes well with the colors on the page. I also have a journal card with that same one. And we have this. So let's do these two. Like that. What do you think? That's going to be our first page when you get the journal. I love it. I think that is so pretty. I do have a butterfly one too, so let me just see if I like that better. And I think I do. So now if we use the butterfly, I think I want to use a different tag too. So hold on one second. What do we got here? Oh, this pretty tag. It's a little bit smaller than the other one. And then we would have to do, oh, that's where we can use our eyelash trim too. I think I want it like over there. We can use some eyelash trim. I also have this one, but I don't want to cover up the butterfly as I cover it up, right? Let me see. Do we have a bigger tag? No, we don't. So, I mean, I have lots of bigger tags, but mainly this one, which I guess I could put there, and then you see half the butterfly. Or, no, it wouldn't make sense to have it there. That way you would see half the butterfly. Or we could do that. Well, if we're gonna do that, let's see about the other tags maybe that don't have as much going on. Well, what got on that buddy? Whatever it is, it's coming right off. That's weird. I don't know. Ooh, this one's so pretty too. Oh, that one almost like that one better. Because of the green. Oh, goodness. Can't make a decision to save my life these days, you guys. I don't know what is wrong with me. This one's pretty. Goes with the cogs in the background. Alright, Angela, let's just go with that. And we can give that some eyelash trim. Let's give it a little ink. And then we'll give it some eyelash trim. And make it pretty. And then we'll make it better. I mean, I love it. Her kit is gorgeous, by the way, Sherls. You did an amazing job with this. Both these kits, honestly. They are very, very good version of steampunk. Yeah, you heard that. That was an avalanche of craft supplies. Also known as a craft-a-lanche. Hugs. You know, that's what I get for piling everything up. High as I can, constantly, you know? It's just how it goes. I'm not going to spend all this time cleaning it up at this moment. But I did find a few things that we might use. Anyway. To find my crocodile so I can punch a hole in this to put the... Oh, you know what? I'll just use my awl because I'll be here all day. I think I remember my awl being in here. Alright, let's see if we can get center-ish. Alright, that's better. Okay, now let's get our eyelash trim. Just checking to make sure I'm in camera here. I don't think I was there for the longest. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's get this through. So for the eyelash trim, what I usually do is fold down the eyelash part to get it through the hole. Because if you don't, it's gonna be real tricky. If you have a needle threader, that would probably be very good thing to have at this moment. I'm gonna make this hole just a little bit. Ooh, sorry about that. Oh my goodness, that was a horrible sound. I didn't know paper could make that sound. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm just rocking and rolling with the weirdness tonight. Alright, let's use the awl to kind of push it through maybe, because it does not want to go in that little hole. There we go. Got it. That was genius. Using the awl for that, by the way. Okay. And pull, and ta-da! And this is going to go behind it. Okay, look at how pretty that is. Alright, that's our first page of our junk journal page for our swap. Alright, so now let's go into the inside. And I didn't do this. Let's just do this real quick. Oh, look at the back. Isn't that beautiful? It's got like a faucet on it. And a bunch of roses. Okay. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good job, Cheryl. Okay, that's our first page. And then when we go into the center, I had some crackage because I glued this on and I didn't wait for it to dry completely. So I figured we could cover that up with something, and that something I was thinking could be a piece of the digital that I printed on just regular paper. Oh, she also had washi tape. I wonder if... Well, again, I'm spending all this time looking for a piece of paper, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not going to do that then. We did have strips. She had strips in the kit, so I'll find that later. But if we are going to use it, I'm going to need to use it now before I put pockets on and whatnot. So, I know I had a few here. I could double up. I was going to use that over here. Oh, it goes this way. Yeah, I was going to use that there. And I was going to trim this and use this there like that over the flap. So, oh, that's right. And then the other corset was going here. So I think we pretty much got this one figured out anyway. Okay, so as long as we keep what we're doing within here, I would like it to go. I have some washi tape here, but it doesn't go with the theme at all. Just looking. I have a few of the pages here. Let me see what I can find real quick. Oh, here's those strips I was talking about. Let's see if one of those will work. I think they will. I'm just gonna take a minute and cut this real quick in my lap. I think I'm gonna use this one here. They're about 1.5 inches wide, which is perfect because that doesn't, I can measure that well on this trimmer on the other side, so that's cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. We just got a little bit on the bottom that doesn't get covered up, but I really like that and how that looks with yeah, that doesn't quite. Alright, so we need just a little piece of something down there. So there's almost the identical matching one here right next to it. So let's see if we can use a piece of that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think we can do that. For sure. We could even like... All right, one more cut and then we're going with it. There we go. Yep, that's it. My son just got home from work. I wasn't sure if he was going to come in here or not. I'm trying to trim the white edge off of this and can't quite get it to line up. Scully, that's my dog breaking into my craft room. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna pause you guys for just 1 second. Be right back. Hello, I'm back. Okay, so we're gonna finish this up real quick. This is where we left off here. So I decorated this up. We have a nice decorated tag with a topper. Oops. And this journaling card that I made by printing the digital 2 to a page. And then this is all the ephemera that I have pre-backed. So these pockets go on the last page, which I'm going to show you in just a second. I just want one. This is the other tag that goes in this spot here. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this journal card kind of up just a tad, and then it leaves a space here. So I'm going to put this tag over here to hide that space. And then we have this tag and a nice full pocket for our junk journal page swap. All right, now we can decorate this tag up as of right now. You could write on both sides, which is nice. But let's go ahead and just throw some decorations on there. We could put this clock. Now, I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up at all, but I did go over that with my Jelly Roll pen, and it is the Samira color, and I also use some of the stickles like on the tag, like here and here, and I think on a couple other places. I'm not real sure. But I did want to decorate the front of this. So let's put this beautiful flower here. And then we can put, I just want to do like a little collage where there's steam, there's progress. That's one of the little cards that comes with the kit. And then this one says, beneath the polished brass lies a world of dreams. I think we're going to use that one. All right, so I'm just going to distress it up just a little bit because it's just a little too pristine for my liking. And I am folding it a little bit to give it some creases. And then I'm inking those folds. And then you get like just a different distress look. So I'm going to put this up from the bottom just a tad and center. No, you know what? I'm actually going to put it off to the left. And then I want something here. Let's see what else we got. That will go. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I was using these, I'm having a Craftalanch at the moment. I was also using these stickers that I got at Dollar Tree, which are very steampunk. Oh, they don't want to stay up there. Here's another one of those cards. Oh, we have this. I could definitely use that. I'm just looking for all the little sayings too while I'm at it. Alright, so oh, we have these gloves too. Maybe I'll use those instead of the flower. Actually, let's see if we like those better. They are pretty. Let's see if, yeah, it goes well because the umbrella matches that. All right, yeah, let's use this. Let's cut the black off. I didn't do too good of a job when I cut it out, so I just trimmed it up a tad. Now I'm gonna go back in and distress this up. I'm using Vintage Photo Distress Oxide to do my distressing. Again, I just want to apologize that my video is late. As always, I am just never on time. So I do apologize. I don't anticipate ever being late, but somehow it always manages to happen to me. I don't understand. Oh, we cut it that way. Let's cut the tickets out. And then we will layer them up. And then I gotta go because I gotta get to work. And I have a very, very busy day ahead of me. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Actually, I could put that around that. No, I want it off center. Like that. And then this like this. Okay. Go ahead and put these, let me distress these tickets real quick. And then I will put them down. And then we'll put our last pocket on, and that'll be our page all ready for our swap partner. And so next time you sign up for a junk journal page swap, you will know exactly how to do it. at least like a way to do it, like the procedure. Every swap is different, and if you've participated in them for a while, you would know that. Yeah, so different themes, you know, different agendas for the swap as far as, you know, the directions and, you know, what you have to accomplish for the swap and all that good stuff. That all varies per swap, but the basis for a junk journal page swap is pretty much the same. You know, you take a piece of paper 8.5 by 11, or if you're just a letter size paper wherever you live, whatever size that may be, and you fold it in half, either horizontally or vertically, long ways or short ways, depending on the directions for the swap, and then you decorate it like you would a journal page. Oh, I think I kind of like that down there. If I do that, then I could probably put this little word, it says integrity, up here. Put that there. I went from having nothing on it to having all that on it, but I love it. So let's do it. And let's rock and roll. My sponge is falling apart. Oh, goodness. I'm blowing papers everywhere. Blowing papers everywhere. So I really enjoyed working with this kit, and I had a lot of fun. So I hope you will go out and support Sherl and grab your kit, either the Gothic or the Pastel. I am using the Pastel, and the Gothic was used by Sophie's Crafty Corner on May 26th to do the same theme as I did, which is Corset and Curiosities. And you will be able to get the kits 30% off until a week after the collaboration ends. And it's the Let's Go Steampunk collaboration. Okay, there's our tag for right there. I love it. It came out so freaking good, if I do say so myself. So that's our first page, or the cover, and then you open it up and you have this angled pocket with a little bit of lace trim and the corset, and I did use my pen on that. Then we have this tag, this journal card with the butterflies on the back, so that goes in here. And then this tag goes in the back. And again, this tag is naked, so let's give him a little decoration also, shall we? Okay, we could actually use, I think the clock would look nice with this because there's a clock there. And then I don't want to go too crazy on this one because I really do need to go. So maybe just put like something like that on the side, and then one of our sayings. So thank you again, Sherls, for inviting me to participate in the Let's Go Steampunk collaboration. I touch one thing and something falls on the other side of the room, you know? It's crazy in this room right now, and that's one of the reasons why I have not done videos in a while. I am, oh gee, in the process, I just ripped that piece of paper, so we're gonna have to find another one. Here's one. Of redoing my craft room, and it's been a long process. Not like redoing it, but like organizing it better. and finding a home for everything. Yeah, so needless to say, it is a nightmare right now, and Cheryl asked me to do this collaboration, and I agreed to do it, and so I got to see it through now at this point. But I am definitely not participating in anything else until my room is done, because this was a nightmare to try to do. And then I uploaded my video, and then it decided it was going to delete itself on the day it was supposed to post. So yeah, there was that. I just lost my glue, but I have some glue sticks here somewhere, so I'll just grab another one. I was using art glitter glue, but I don't know where it ran off to at the moment, so we'll just use some glue stick and get this bad boy done here. I am so late. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's get this down. This, and then one of these. I don't even know what this says. We're gonna find out together. It says, through brass and ingenuity, anything is possible. And how fitting is that, since the clock is brass? Well, I'm saying it is. All right, anyway, that's done. All right, let's get the pockets on the back. So we have our envelope, and in that envelope goes this card, which is also the clock card. And then we have our two pockets. So let's put glue on those real quick and get those down. So I have little flaps here, and these have already been distressed. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bigger pocket that goes on the side first. And I'm kind of putting it close to the edge, but not like right up to the edge. This way our envelope can still flip over. And then I will do the same with this. I don't know if this glue stick is going to hold this pocket down. So anyway, I'm just, oops, this is supposed to go inside here. Lining this up with the other pocket and then pressing it down. All right, I'm gonna have to hold that for a second, and then we're gonna fill our pocket. And then I am going to have to call it a video. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me and supporting my YouTube channel by subscribing and hitting that bell. Always appreciated. Oh, I got my art glitter glue. This is just not holding. This is more trouble than I want to have right now. All right. Let's get that back down there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna hold that down for a second. I also need to put some glue on this edge here. All right, and then I was gonna put this here, because of the way I put it down. At first, I accidentally glued it shut, but that's okay. We're gonna put this here. And then we have our big tag. We have our butterfly journal card that fits in there. And then we have this flower tag that we're going to put off to this side, like so. Or actually, we can put that like that and that like that. That works too. Let's pull the butterfly up just a tad. And then you can put toppers on and whatnot also. I'm going to go ahead and put just this last little saying on here. And there is so much ephemera left. I didn't even use hardly any of it. The kit is huge. It's like 76 pages if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's huge. And I'm going to put this little tag here just to fill up the space. All right. So there we go. And then our envelope flips over. And ta-da! All right. So let's take a look at what we have here. So we have our front cover, our first page of our journal page, and then we open up and we have this, and oh yeah, and this here is the other side of the envelope. So I just glued the tip, and then I made it as 2 tag pockets, and then I put a little corset here, little corset here, corset here. And then the back, you have your curiosities, the goggles and the butterflies, and it says time travel on those little flashcard things. And then in the envelope, we have this beautiful cloth journal card that has lines on the back. Those were the pages that I printed 2 to a page. And then here on the very back, we have our pocket that doesn't want to stick, and full of journal cards and tags and ephemera bits and all kinds of goodies. And that is a junk journal page swap. So there you go. All right, guys, thanks so much again for watching. Have a wonderful, blessed day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.